Hello everyone, Crystalline here. Welcome to my channel, Tuning into Love. Welcome all of you amazing Virgos to your monthly reading. I'm going to be tuning into love, your higher self, creator source energy, unconditional love to tune into whatever message wants to come through at this time for you. And I'm going to be tuning in every month for you guys, all the zodiac signs. So thank you so much for contributing your beautiful energy and tuning in with me. These messages are timeless, so this is for whenever you're watching it. I am doing the monthly, but whenever you come across this message, this is when you're meant to receive it. Always trust your intuition. Take what resonates with you. And that was the Emperor card, the lead card. That came out earlier too. So I'm going to do a 5-card spread. What's going on for you this month, and we're going to clarify with the tarot, and then we're going to do some oracle cards and to receive any guidance, wisdom, affirmation for what's going on and things we can be mindful of knowing moving forward. All right, Virgo. I'm feeling change for you. I'm feeling some change here. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Listen. So Virgo, I'm feeling it's like a period of shift, of change in your life, and your higher self is really asking you to go within and listen for your answers. To truly listen and tap into your higher self versus anything outside of you. To disconnect from all the people, places, voices, programs, information outside of yourself and go within to seek the answers. Like really connecting with your own true voice, your own heart, your soul, the thoughts that are authentically yours and do not belong to anyone else. Because this change that is coming in, listening to your higher self is going to make all the difference in the world. If you listen to something outside of yourself and it's not resonating with you, but you're doing it because you feel pressure, or you are, the mind is making you believe it's the right thing to do, but your heart is like, no, that's not the right thing. This choice that you make is going to make all the difference in the world. Your guidance is here to allow you to stand behind the choice that you make, and you'll feel relief so you'll know what choice to make because you'll feel relief. You'll feel the reassurance from the universe, from your higher self, that is the decision you need to make. If it's made based on something outside of you that's not in alignment with you, it's going to feel really uncomfortable. Okay, so you have like this beautiful, like your higher self's just like right there. I can feel it. So the current energy is the Three of Swords. And in this deck, Psychic Tarot of the Heart, this represents sadness and isolation, but it also represents that period of time, right? So it's like healing and from heartbreak, from past pains and traumas and things that were rooted deep in the fear consciousness that created a lot of pain in your heart, created you to feel lonely, isolated, a lot of sadness, a lot of grief, a lot of depression, those sorts of things, feeling confused, not feeling like you belong, like just feeling alone. I can feel it. But it's all mental. It's realizing that you are already unconditional love. You are already innately worthy and valuable. Your value and worth is priceless. It is unconditional love, creator source energy that's within you. So this is about really consciously choosing to heal your heart and move forward and see it as something to spring off of, like a springboard to catapult you towards greater understanding and wisdom of yourself, to see that your heart is truly unbreakable, that your strength is infinite, that you are infinitely courageous and brave, and you are loved unconditionally no matter what you do, that you're not perceived in judgment and all of that. So by choosing to heal your heart, by choosing to get to the core of the wounds and where they stem from, they stem from the energy of fear, the illusion of love. And so knowing that as you're moving forward, trusting your inner guidance and your heart to lead the way is going to allow you to align with what is true so that you're no longer going to experience the pains and heartbreaks of the past. Okay. It's like you're having this awareness of how your choices affect the future, and that you manifest your own reality. And choosing love and joy and really truly living from your heart means that we let go of the fear and the energies of illusion, manipulation and deception, and aligning with things that aren't true for us, like really being honest with ourselves, and aligning with love and well-being and support and harmony and nurturing, right? So 6 of Wands for your expectations within, this is beautiful because this shows me that you believe in yourself. This is believing and succeeding in your path, that your soul, the fire, the wands energy is, it's our soul, it's our light, it's our fire. And when we're on path, we are in our natural element. So we inspire naturally, we create naturally, we share naturally because we feel content. We know that we're aligned, we're supported, we're guided, we're never alone, that we're choosing love and healing, and things are just getting better. And this light, following, it's like the lighthouse, the ship, seeing the lighthouse and knowing where to go, and also becoming the lighthouse yourself for others, inspiring the energy of love, within the people around you, because they watch how you came from a place of such sadness and loneliness and embrace love. And now things are, the confidence is returning, the joy, the ability to embrace the future, with excitement. So that's really beautiful. So hidden influence is the 7 of Pentacles, awaiting results. So you've been going through this process for a little while, and I see that it's, choosing to invest your time wisely into the seeds you're sowing, sowing seeds of love, because the days of fear are over. And, it's a process. It takes time for those seeds to manifest, for them to grow and bear fruit. So it's a period of time where you get to refine and evaluate where you're focusing your energy, how you're focusing your energy. Is this working? If you were growing a garden and you were giving your plants a certain kind of nutrients every day, once they reached a certain stage where they go from vegging and just growing to blooming, you would need to change their nutrients. So if you didn't change, right, if you didn't embrace the change and you kept giving them the same nutrients, they may not blossom like they would if you gave them what they needed during that time. So it's almost like this period of time where there's change happening within your manifestation process. Like it's maturing, it's growing, right? It's like the more you focus on healing, being in a state of feeling healed and whole and complete, and embracing your value and your worth and the love that you are, what it is that you're manifesting is continuing to grow and blossom, and soon will bear fruit for you to see with your own eyes. So it's being patient, it's having that attitude of gratitude while you're waiting, knowing that everything is unfolding according to divine time. And even if you don't see the results right now in the physical reality, they are manifesting in the unseen. And this could also have to do with your finances as well, that you may be waiting on a financial breakthrough in order for this change to fully take place, right? So just know that what you're invested in is growing, and there's stability here, and it feels as though like what you have been focused on, invested in, it is coming back to you. Okay, it is, you are going to receive the fruits of your labor. Okay. Advice is the 8 of Pentacles. Look at that. Dedicated effort in the physical reality. So it's like this energy where you're embracing patience and wisdom and understanding, choosing to learn from the situation, using your time wisely because you're focused on something that means something to you. So it's about seeing the highest good of all and taking all of it into consideration. He's creating this masterpiece. He's a natural creative. He likes to paint, and he could paint anything. Why is he creating this couple in a loving embrace? For everyone to see so big up on the scaffolding. It's like this takes time and energy. Why would he devote that much time and energy into the detail and making it so large? And it's because it's coming from the soul to evoke feelings of unconditional love, what true unconditional love is. It's worth pouring your time and energy into what your soul is guiding you to do, because that's what you came here to do. And so when you do it, it comes through effortlessly. Like might seem monumental to some, but to this guy, this is like a dream come true. And it's just flowing through him, and he's just able to paint. And everyone who comes into contact with this art is going to be affected in a way that is a reflection of love. So it benefits, it uplifts the vibration of humanity and the people who are in this energy of love. So because of his commitment to love, he's able to express it and project it to the world in a way that is felt like meaningfully, because it's connecting soul to soul in the physical, as within, so without. So where are the energies aligning? Ooh, 8 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to clarify all these, of course. And then on the bottom of the deck, the High Priestess. So this is a situation where you may feel that it's difficult for you to express your truth, or it's difficult for you to feel like you can express yourself. I feel like this is because it's all about being truly connected to your inner guidance, it's not about rejecting anything outside of you. It's about feeling into the advice or the information or the decision that you're looking at that's in front of you, and really being objective about it, like taking that higher perspective and saying, okay, how would it feel if I said yes to this? How would it feel if I said no to this? How would it feel if I gave this some time to unfold? How would it feel if I communicated this truth? And then kind of feel into how that energy would be received and how it would ripple out, because that's going to help you determine what is actually right for you. Someone can tell you, hey, you should do this. And if you say no, maybe they're like, well, you're crazy and I'm going to reject you. And so instead of saying, hey, well, that's not true, I'm not crazy, this is really how I feel, and this is what my soul's guiding me to do, and so I'm going to do it, which you'll feel great standing behind that decision. Instead, we allow fear to put the pressure on us, and we're like, okay, I don't want to be rejected, so I'm going to just make this decision because this is what's best. And even though it's like, it's not, right? So you've got to have that courage. And with all the time and energy that I feel has been spent on healing and seeing things from a new perspective, the reason that you may feel like stuck or like you're not able to make a decision is because this decision is very pivotal in your life. And so your higher self is going to keep you kind of divinely held in a state of non-movement until you align with what is right for you. And that's going to require you to listen to your intuition, because only your inner guidance intuition knows, and only you know what that feels like. So on this card here, there's 2 paths, right? There's left or right. Both paths are stairs. Both paths go up. Both paths lead to a mountain, a challenge, an obstacle. Or here he is standing in the middle, staring at the sun. There's no mountain. He could walk right in between, follow the warmth of the sun, that he's feeling like he's obviously attracted to the sun. He's staring at the sun. He's not looking at the stuff on the side of him. He knows, but then he sees these. He's like, but I know I'm supposed to choose left or right. Right? That's like the programming. That's like other people saying, no, go this way or go that way. This is the best way. He knows the best way for him is right here down the middle path, the path that's not traveled, because this is where he's feeling guided. And you know what? That's it. It's like you're never really stuck. Choose for yourself and start moving forward. The 8 represents strength. The 8 of Swords, it's breaking through the fear and fully trusting love, trusting your own inner guidance and not anything outside of you. So this is like a breakthrough after a breakdown, and that's when we always have them. And it doesn't have to, be a bad one, negative. Nothing's negative. It's all positive when you choose to learn from it and break through. And all of us who are coming out of, who are moving from fear to love, we all go through this energy. It's a part of the initiation into love, because you've got to really walk your talk in order to fully align and embrace unconditional love, for it to fully come in and just carry you down the river of love in its beautiful current, where you just flow. And you're not, once you're connected to your intuition, you're never going to feel confused again. You're going to know that your guidance is always there to help you make the decisions that are most in alignment with you and the highest good. Okay, so let's clarify the Three of Swords. Virgo. We've got the Four of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So I feel like, as you're healing your heart, coming out of heartbreak, there's again this breakthrough, right? There's a breakthrough. That's what this message is. Whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, this is affirming that it's happening for you to have this expansion of consciousness and awareness, a breakthrough of your divine mind, your higher self coming through and allowing you to hear your true self. The Four of Pentacles, there may be, through this heartbreak, some financial restraint or restriction that's occurred. And so you may feel like you're in this period where you're being frugal with your money and you've got to be mindful about it, and you're kind of holding on to things, but it feels also like a weight keeping you from moving forward, right? So this is about opening up to new ideas coming in, new divine ideas, in order for you to keep moving forward in a prosperous way, because you're on the right track. The more you heal and the more you allow the divine thoughts, the connection with your higher self to come in, you're going to just receive these awesome ideas and insights into more financial abundance and prosperity. Like, you're going to become more like a magnet and things will be attracted to you. So you're going to just, in your clarity, be able to allow the divine thoughts to guide you versus the fear, the love versus the fear. And so it's all related, feeling heartbreak and pain and sadness. It's that vibration of the lower realms, in a sense. So it's like lack, poverty, limitation, money, financial troubles. That's all a part of it. I mean, I experienced all that too. I'm still working my way up, rebuilding my foundation with you guys here. So, I mean, it's a process, but once you're rooted in love, then the foundation continues to grow, just keeps growing and growing, and you're able to maintain it and nurture it and continue allowing it to expand in whatever ways love is guiding it to. So it's a part of coming into the appreciation and gratitude of the true value of life, which is love. Because without love, everything is worthless, pretty much. It's all temporary, it doesn't last forever. So if we're placing value in material objects over what's truly matters in life, which is love, then we become separate from the true energy of abundance, which is love. Fear is lack and limitation. So placing value in the material is, that's what happens. So it's like, I feel like there's a breakthrough in all sorts. It's just like, it helps you see the bigger picture in your life as you continue healing. Okay, so believe and succeed. This is wonderful attitude to have and to embody. Nine of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. These cards have been coming out quite a bit today. So I feel like, again, this is like, it's that transition from fear to love, where, it's like embracing our independence, embracing being on our own or single, or, just comfortable with who we are, where we are, feeling connected, like not needing anything, not wanting anything, just knowing we have everything we need. and that everything we need will come to us at the perfect time. There's like this Five of Swords energy of, it represents change, right? And conflict in the mental realm. So it could be arguments and disagreements within your own self, between your ego and your soul. It's like this back and forth battle, but you've got to be willing to let go of anything that is not based in the truth. So everything is love. So everything within you, whatever feels like an illusion or fear, it's simply asking for your attention, for love. So it's acknowledging it, understanding why it's there, and then allowing it to integrate into who you are today, who you've become. You wouldn't be who you are today without experiencing the pain and the heartbreak of the past. You wouldn't have had this deeper understanding and wisdom now of humanity and life if you hadn't experienced what you went through. So it's finding gratitude in your experience, because you've grown, you've matured, you've learned, you've experienced things that have made you who you are today. So anything you reject or fight with or disagree with, in a sense, it's like you're rejecting a part of yourself. And that's the natural tug of war between the ego and the soul. Once the soul and the heart are aligned and the ego is, a part of it, like allies, there's balance and harmony and contentment. You feel good just being who you are. You don't have anything to prove or defend or convince anyone of. You can just be you. You know your love. You're going to choose love in every moment, and you don't even need recognition. Only the ego needs recognition and acknowledgement, and validation. It's like when you're connected to your soul and your higher self will affirm you all the time without even asking. It just does it through the magic of love. And you'll discover that, the more you focus on harmony, cooperation, balance, seeing the highest good of all, sending love to all things, seeing all things as yourself. If you believe in yourself and you believe in your own success, you will naturally believe in everyone else, because you'll see everyone else is just like you. If you do not believe in yourself and you don't believe in your success, then you do not believe in anyone else or anyone else's success. You just don't, because you can't truly appreciate something in someone else if you don't appreciate it within yourself. And so that could be an underlying, back and forth, like, I believe in myself, I don't believe in myself. I believe in myself, I don't believe in myself. So your soul believes in you 100%. It is you. Your ego, if it's in the fear consciousness, will not believe in you, because it's disconnected from, it's not the soul. It's just an aspect of your human experience. You're not your emotions or your thoughts or your feelings, in a sense. Your soul is a feeling, but you are an infinite being. So it's recognizing your own worth and your own divinity and your own power. And when you do that, you'll see it in everyone else, and you'll have a deep appreciation and gratitude for the journeys of each soul and what they teach us about who we are. And we're truly one being, one soul. So 7 of Pentacles, let's clarify that. Too many cards. Let me just do that again. I'm going to give this a quick shuffle here really quick. Just mix them up here. All right, 7 of Pentacles, please. Temperance in reverse. So you may be feeling a little bit imbalanced and impatient with the process. Maybe things feel like they're not moving along as quickly as you'd like. And that's, temperance comes in as divine guidance to teach you patience and compassion and integrity. So if you're not honoring those energies within you, if you're not truly honoring patience, it's going to feel uncomfortable. Things are going to feel unbalanced. It's a period of being patient. Both of these cards represent patience, alchemy, understanding the laws of the universe and how things work. You can't rush nature, but yet everything is accomplished right on time. It's just the process of wisdom, understanding wisdom, and that, This reality is so much more than we think it is. It is way, way, way bigger. It knows what's going on. The universe is a two-way mirror. It sees everything you do, and it loves you no matter what. It doesn't care either way. I mean, it would like you to align with the truth of who you are. That's the ultimate, journey of being here. So, without all the fear and all the, you know, different dualistic energies, we would never learn what we learned. So, it's having acceptance and peace with trusting divine timing and seeing this as a time to invest in your own personal growth and learning and understanding. And the more you do that, and the more you ask yourself, what am I supposed to learn from this situation? The more healing comes in, the more breakthroughs come in, the balance restores. It's learning how to master your energy and balance the energies within you to bring them into harmony, not to get rid of them or cast them out or pretend like they're not there, but instead to see what you've got inside to work with and learn how to bring harmony and balance to each of those energies within you, to know how to respond to them with unconditional love. That's when things will begin flowing. Okay. So that's what this period of time, if it feels like you're in a, you know, period where things just aren't moving, it's meant for you to take this time to really understand and heal from the past so that you're moving forward in a way that feels really good. You're enjoying investing your time and energy into something it's giving back to you, and you're giving to it in a beneficial way. So that's really beautiful. So let's see the Eight of Pentacles here. We've got the Sun in reverse and the Five of Wands. Okay, so Virgo, I feel like the advice here is that if you're feeling unhappy or you're not feeling positive about things, it's because there is this energy again of conflict and change. And with change comes, these energies where everything was just going along, and then all of a sudden here's the change, right? And so then there's like, wait a minute. It's like letting go of resistance. It's the resistance that we have to change that creates the conflict. And again, it's just this battle between the soul and the ego, and it's looking at your ego and saying, you know what, ego, I love you. I love you. I realize that you're just trying to protect me and have my back, but we're healing now. We're moving forward. Higher self's got this. There's no reason to have conflict. And so if you're experiencing conflict outside of you, okay, so once you reach peace and resolution with your own energies within, you're naturally going to know how to respond to others outside of you. So everything is a reflection of what's going on within you. So as you heal with what's within, you're going to have the opportunity now to heal in the physical without, these energies. So if you're feeling unhappy or things feel like you're just not optimistic about things, reconcile with yourself inside. And then whatever you need to do in the external with relationships or people, however you need to reconcile that. It can mean just, calling someone and offering peace. It can mean writing a letter. Maybe you can't talk to the person, so you just, in your own way, you could even write a letter and burn it and give it back to the universe. Just send the energy back with unconditional love, wish for the highest good of all. Seek peace and resolution. And if that's not being offered, it's being able to let it go and embrace the Six of Wands and say, okay, I'm not here to change anyone or fix anyone, but I'm choosing love. And if that's not what you're choosing, that's okay. I release you to your own path, and I'm going to continue forward, believing and succeeding, in my path, inspiring myself and others, hopefully. And I'm going to choose to be positive and optimistic, because this is telling me that the reason that you may be feeling down or just not hopeful or yourself is because of this conflict. And the only way to resolve it is to resolve it within yourself first. And you will. That's why this is here as advice. What is it that you really want to dedicate your time and energy into? This is advice on tuning into what you enjoy doing, because becoming a master of your talent, of your skill, is enjoyable. To get better at something you really enjoy is like the best feeling in the world. It should make you happier than anything, right? So if you're doing something you love and you're still not happy, there is an internal conflict happening. There's conflict around you that needs to be resolved, and only love can do that. And it means standing in your truth. It means standing in your truth and honoring your heart. Okay, so let's see what the Eight of Swords is here. The Knight of Rods. So there's a new path that you're wanting to embark on. You know, there's a new adventure. There's something your soul is calling you to move forward on, and you may be afraid to take those steps or to voice your opinion or your truth about it to others. You may be afraid that it's not, you know, that you're not worthy of it, or whatever thoughts you're telling yourself as to why you know, what's holding you back from this new path. It's like, this is your soul saying, this is your path. You are being divinely guided. They're the inspired ideas, the things that have you looking forward to the future, that you can visualize as like enjoying yourself and actually feeling like yourself and content. That is what you're being guided towards, that path. And so your soul's going to keep guiding you on that path. And the more you resist it, the more that uncomfortable feeling is going to persist. So let go of resistance, release resistance. There's no reason to fight anything or to change, you know, just let the changes happen. Just stay focused on your path and being open to receiving guidance and wisdom and information from your higher self, from your heart. Let go of what other people think, or opinions, or society, or programs. Tune in. I feel like it's like tune into you, your soul. That's where you're going to receive the most accurate information to moving forward. And look at this strength. So this is having compassion for yourself, forgiveness for yourself for things you didn't know in the past. This is really tapping into your own inner true infinite strength, which is being able to tame the darkness, the demons, the ego with love, not with force, not with manipulation, not with control, not with thinking we're better than it or it's, you know, below us. It's about seeing the divinity in what we perceive or are told is dark or negative, and loving it, accepting it, choosing to be friends with it, giving it what it needs so that it's not grouchy and overreacting and lashing out. You know, seeing it in a more positive light as a part of you that makes you who you are, and acknowledging it. You know, it's loving it and allowing, you know, it's like developing a relationship with those aspects. It's like you begin to trust your own self completely. You know that you're choosing love. You know that you're, you know, focused in a direction that is manifesting what you truly desire as opposed to what you don't. So letting go of resistance, finding that strength to surrender to your heart, you know, letting the human surrender to the higher self, and choosing love, choosing the higher road, choosing to create love, sow seeds of love, like real, not just pretend, you know. And this comes from understanding too that when we allow the beasts within us to control and run the situation, you know, people get hurt, we get hurt, others get hurt, the environment gets hurt. And it's, you know, it may be a part of this lion's nature or our human nature to be aggressive sometimes or to lash out, but truly it's only because of the state that we're in, which is fear. You know, if you back an animal into a corner that's in fear, it's going to attack you. If you stand far away and are patient with it, eventually it may come towards you and allow you to pet it. You know, it's like there has to be a trust within yourself that you're going to respond to yourself in unconditional love, with forgiveness, compassion, with true humility. The soul is humble. It is grace. It is softness. It is gentle. It is kind. The ego, when it's in fear, is ruthless. It can be ruthless. That is not your soul. The soul causes no harm. You know, do as you will, but cause no harm. So this beautiful goddess is taming this gorgeous lion and becoming friends with it because of her compassion for the animal, because she sees the value and beauty and the divinity in the animal. And she chooses to love it and be patient and nurture it and give it some loves and pets, and she would never harm it. She trusts that it won't harm her because they have that bond of trust. There's no judgment, you know, there's just love. So that's a beautiful message, you guys. I truly hope this is resonating. I know it went kind of deep into it, but that's the message. So let's pull some cards from the Ascended Masters. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. If you are interested in a personal reading, I do offer those on my website at crystallyn.love. So check the links down below in the description box if you're interested. You're a teacher. You know, you're here to be a divine reflection of unconditional love. A lot of these are coming out. Mother, wife, sister, daughter, and stay focused. Okay, so this is an energy that has to do with a feminine in your life, a feminine energy, whether it's your mother, your wife, sister, daughter, friend. I feel there's healing around your heart and the energy of women in your life. And it's important for you to integrate the lessons because you're here to be this divine teacher of unconditional love. And so it's choosing to stay focused on the love and understanding that whatever you're here to heal and teach, whoever you're here to teach, it means that you're also have experienced, you know, the opposite of it, right? So if you're here to bring connection between the masculine and feminine energy, for example, if you're a woman, you may experience negative relationships with your own mothers, sisters, friends. If you're a man, it applies the same way, but it's like you're here to bring balance and harmony to that energy. So ultimately what you really want is a deep connection with the feminine energy in your life. You want to feel that healing and wholeness that may be lacking is what I'm feeling. So as you heal your own heartbreak and the own energies within you that are imbalanced, as you bring balance and integrate, as you focus on what's truly important to you, you learn the wisdom and you're able to now truly be the teacher that you came here to be by being able to relate to others who are in your situation and offer them advice and wisdom that's actually beneficial to them, that actually helps them because it helped you. And you're not sharing to save them. You recognize that they're coming to you because of the experience you went through and how you overcame it. They're going to listen to you because they've seen with their own eyes that you overcame the same situation they're in. They're not going to come to you if they know you've never experienced it before, right? So it may be too for you to reach out to a teacher and someone who's in your similar situation to help you gain a deeper understanding in your own healing process during this time, because we're all students and teachers of each other. We're all divine reflections of a certain aspect. So this is really beautiful. Stay focused on what's right in front of you right now. In every moment, what would love do? What would love do? That's how you make it through this period of being patient. You know, good things come to those who wait. The ego wants things right now. It wants it done right now. It demands your time and energy. It forces you, it pressures you, all of these things. Love is slow and steady. It has all the time in the world. It never pressures you. It encourages you. It inspires you. It encourages you to take care of yourself and rest and be clear and gain your center, and that good things come to those who wait because of that very reason. You know, like it's really being able to align and to receive what it is you say you really want. You know, if you really want this adventurous, new, inspired beginning, if you really want to be happy, you have to be willing to align with it. And that means releasing resistance to anything that is not in alignment with it. There's no judgment to stay in an energy that's, you know, restrictive, but it's not comfortable. Nobody, for anyone, right? And that's your soul won't allow you to stay stuck forever. It's just not. The soul's always evolving and growing, regardless of what our human self thinks is going on, or the ego, or any other aspect of ourselves. Okay, so stay focused. Okay, let's get one here from the Messenger Oracle, and then I'm going to do One from the Sacred Rebels before I close the reading for you guys, okay? I hope that you're enjoying this reading and that it resonates. Oh, we got two. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I love this. Let go of the old, number 22, and nurture all you love, number 30. I mean, how perfect. How perfect is this for you, Virgo? This is amazing, okay? Let me just look up in the book to see if there's any particular message. This really speaks for itself. Let go of the old. I mean, this in number 22 is a master number. So it's growth and mastery over certain aspects of your journey and your energy, and being able to now expand into a new version of yourself that is in alignment with your authentic energy, okay? Are you holding on to beliefs and notions that no longer serve you? Are you blocking your own growth and forward momentum because you fear to end a chapter in your life? It's time to release all that you hold on to that no longer serves. It's time to say goodbye to all that no longer has a place or purpose in your life. It's time to have an emotional or physical spring clean. It's time to let go of the past so you can be open to what the future may bring, okay? And I love this because you are what you love. So whatever you're focused on, when you're focused on it in love, then it reflects back to you who you really are. If you're focused on something in fear, it's going to reflect back to you fear. Everything is an aspect of you. Every person, every place, every plant, every animal is an aspect of you. So if you're focused on something in a negative way and you're saying, oh, I don't like you, I reject you, that aspect is going to reflect that back to you through all of that. So you are what you love. When you're focused on something and you're like, I love this, I enjoy this, it feels good naturally, focus more on that. That is who you are. That brings out your natural energy, your natural imprint effortlessly when you're focused on what you truly love, and only you know what that is. So you have to have the courage to stand up for who you really are, and to focus on what you really love, because it's just natural for you. If you don't, then you're creating resistance, and that's going to keep you stuck because your soul wants you to grow. Okay, Virgo, nurture all that you love. Maybe I should just read that message to you too, because it's telling me to. Take the time to nurture the things you care about so that they may flourish and grow. Your hopes, your dreams, your body, your mind, your spirit, your creations, and your relationships. All that you need, all that is you, needs to be cherished, loved, honored, and respected. Without care and attention, these aspects of self can fall into a state of neglect that does only harm to both you and the world around you. Nurture them and they will bring you peace and fulfillment. So whatever's in your life right now, send it love, nurture it. What would love do? And you will see things transform, and you will align and heal, and it will just feel so good, okay? So let's get a Sacred Rebels card, and let me just make sure the camera's still going here before we end the reading. Collaborative dreaming, number 28. Okay, Virgo, collaborative dreaming. This is interesting. It's interesting because Virgos, the hermit, it's like the solo traveler, the wise old soul on his own path. And here we have the collaborative dreaming card. So it's like you may feel a little bit out of your element, but this is a part of expanding into the greater awareness of yourself. And this is really beautiful. So it says, your heart is big enough to dream not only for yourself, but for a new humanity. Imagine a world that is healed with respect, understanding, and with community that fosters life. Even your dreams that relate to you alone will contribute positively to the greater good, because that is the nature of your heart. Your heart naturally and intelligently cooperates in a grand scheme of loving creativity, working to heal the hearts of the world. The heart creates win-win situations that benefit the individual and the collective. You're being asked to honor your growing desire to co-create with conscious, like-minded people. Your collaborative dreaming is a heart-inspired win-win, bringing mutual enhancement to yourself and others. The heart wants to love and be loved. Working with others creatively is a way to allow the heart to grow. It is a chance for you to learn how to honor yourself and others and to find ways to live and let live simply by growing and strengthening your active trust in your heart's guidance. You're asked to bear the rough patches that can happen when you work creatively with others. Ideas might clash and there can be friction, particularly if you have different ways of working. Sometimes big dreams need more fire to ignite them into reality. More fire might require more friction along the creative path. It's not meant to be a permanent condition, just an aspect of the creative process from which you can learn something useful if you wish. Your guidance is to embrace any experiences of friction or tension within yourself or as you work with another with compassion, detachment, and tolerance. Creative endeavors, particularly involving groups, can bring in unresolved issues about being valued, heard, or capable. They can also trigger disputes about taking responsibility or inflame insecurities about being cast into unfamiliar roles of leadership or having to follow. This might happen for you, for others, or for all involved. The stronger the creative energy that flows, the more likely that triggering will take place. It is the nature of creative energy to move in all directions. It doesn't just want to grow one project. Everything that comes into contact with it will grow. That means that the art and the artists are in the process of creation. This can be smooth, but it is more likely to be rough sailing, at least at times. This is not a sign that something isn't working, far from it. It is more usually a sign that growth is happening and you are feeling the growing pains. This oracle is guiding you to stay in your integrity, honor what you feel, and remember why you chose to open up to group endeavors in the first place, especially if the group involvement becomes complex or challenging. Call on unconditional love each day and evening. It only takes a moment to do. I call on unconditional love. Please help and guide me and this project. You're going through this experience, or will be in the near future, because you're part of a new creative learning program for humanity. This learning program is taking place at a spiritual level, and it requires highly individualistic and creative people to learn to work with each other without compromising who they are in order to reach a common creative goal. It is wonderful, important, and challenging creative and spiritual work. You need a strong sense of self to be able to engage in the process and not lose your voice during the journey. You need a strong enough sense of self to be flexible and know when to bend rather than break. You have to intuit what is going to be good heart-inspired sacrifice for the greater good and when you will need to stay true to your own voice for the greater good. Only the heart can guide you on these matters, and others may not always agree with your instincts and vice versa. This is part of the challenge of staying present so that the friction created can be channeled into creative energy rather than lost in emotional turmoil. Please remember that what really matters is that you hear your own voice. Wow. Others may or may not be able to receive it. When you hear your own voice, you will be able to connect with your heart truths. You will know when it is right to remain in a group or when you need to withdraw in order to work with others who resonate at a more appropriate vibration and perhaps more in harmony with your own. Not every collaboration will be long-term. Sometimes the learning will be short, sharp, and possibly even painful before it turns into the wisdom that is gained from experience. At other times, the journey will be more loving, supportive, and harmonious. This is neither better nor worse, just different. This oracle comes with particular guidance for you at this phase of your life path and creative journey. You are no longer to think of yourself as the lone wolf. Yes, you have your unique path to tread, but now have tasks to accomplish for your own growth and the greater good that require more than a one-man band. You will still do your own work, of course. However, others are on the way to help you. There is only so much a single drop of water can do on its own, though it is precious. Together, those drops can become a wave and make a considerable impact in the world. You are a part of a wave of loving consciousness, and you are meant to be exploring collaborative dreams, healing relationships, and conscious communities. Some connections will be short-lived and perhaps involve some learning experiences that you are hopeful of never needing to repeat. Others will be longer-term loves. Either way, you will emerge more of yourself and more in connection with the world that wants your ideas, presence, energy, and light. This oracle brings a message of those of you that are involved in a group and are struggling over whether to continue or let it go and move on. You're asked to trust your heart and not to allow any group to become more powerful than the wisdom of your own heart. Always allow the sacred rebel within you to question authority. Is it loving and wise authority, or is it coming from a place of fear based control? Look to your heart's wisdom to discern whether your involvement in a group is healthy or not. Sometimes a group can only receive so much of our energy before it's time to move on. Sometimes a group is not receiving us at all, but we feel that we are meant to be a guiding hand in it for a period of time before our heart urges us to let go. Ask for guidance. You will know what to do, and you must always trust your own voice above any other. Absolutely. I really feel that for you so strongly, breaking through. And this is beautiful because it's truly connecting with your own voice, which is the key to truly getting into the rhythm of life and flowing and being able to experience the beauty and the joy and the bliss and the creativity. So, wow, Virgo, a lot of strength, empowerment, trusting your voice, hearing your voice, connecting with it very strongly, and letting go of the past of tension and conflict and disagreements and fear and all of that, and embracing your true path moving forward. So this is a very transformative month for you. I'm just so grateful to share these messages. So thank you, you guys. I truly hope this resonated. Please make sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'm so grateful for you guys and so glad that we're here for each other. If you would like to receive a personal reading, again, that can be found on my website at crystallyn.love, or to connect with me on my Patreon, where I offer weekly messages, or my social media, Instagram. You can find those links down below. So you guys, with that, thank you again, and I will see you again next month for another reading, or sooner if I'm guided, if I'm able to. Thank you again so much. Sending all my infinite love as always. Peace out, peace in.